Here we have really tall building to study. There we have really tall building to live in. Here we have short building. Ah, yes, a change for once.
Why do we have a playlist of national anthems?
Me?
Ah! My thing's running out of battery! Panic, Thomas! This is panic!
You pointed at headphones.
Ah! Ah, yes, Thomas. I meant give me the Bible. That'll charge my laptop. Hi, Thomas.
And then I was done with my internship and I got ready to go on my walk. And as you can see from this, I dressed like someone picking up their child from 3rd grade soccer. So that was great. But I also had to wait because my headphones ran out of battery and those bad boys actually charged really quickly. So I was out of the house in no time.
I've mentioned this in my other videos, but I live ridiculously close to my university campus. And so I thought we'd just pop in for a little while. There's one of the buildings and kind of take a detour from my regular walking route to show you guys around a little bit. We're right here. Behind you we have the food plaza and the Polak building. So this is the Polak building, and then right next to it we have the food plaza. So they have like a bunch of restaurants which are, in my opinion, very overpriced, but that's honestly, when you're hungry, you gotta eat. You gotta eat what you gotta eat. And then, hold on, where are we? I lost myself. Oh, whew, thank goodness, there I am. If you guys have been looking into like Rotterdam housing or like housing for students in Erasmus, then that's the Hatta building. It looks kind of 2D. I don't know how to explain it, but that looks like a 2D building. So that one's right here. Okay, so basically the most important buildings you need to know is this building, so really tall building to study. Back there's another really tall building to study, and a really tall building to live in. Of course, there are more tall, medium, and small-sized buildings to talk about on campus, but I've honestly walked so far away from my route that I need to figure out how to get back to it.
And so after crossing 2 mountains and 4 deserts, I finally got to the forest. And look at it, it's beautiful, it's exquisite. Until it gets dark, and then it looks like a meeting room for murderers are us, to which I do not want to be present. And so if you happen to see something short sprinting through the woods, yeah, that was probably me.
Because even though I love horror movies, the Lord knows that I'd rather not be in one. Just in case you're forgetting which country we're in, let me just, yep. There we go.
And as you may have noticed at this point, there's not a lot of eventful things going on in my mornings, especially because I'm doing my internship. I'm literally at my desk most of the time, but during that week my boyfriend was staying over because he had an introduction week at university. Think with me. Instead of calling my vlogs a vlog in the Netherlands, I should call it a clog. And for the weekend, I'd planned to go visit my family up north, and so I made sure to do my laundry, because to be honest, by that point, I had very little clothes left. And I gotta tell you, Milena from the next week was very happy that Milena from this week did the laundry.
Okay, so I was gonna take the train, but it happens to be that my mom was swinging by near the neighborhood, so she picked me up, and so now we're doing a road trip! Road trip! My audience! You're not my audience! Get away from We have a good time, don't we? Okay, no one? Alright! This feels a bit like bullying.
Why do we have a playlist of national anthems?
And so once we got to the north, my mom's first priority was to sort some old clothes. And I'm not sure what her system was, because at one point she just made separate piles for each item, so everything was just scattered. I'm not sure what the logic was. I'm quite sure there was none.
You know I'm here, right?
Okay. And after that failed attempt of organization, my mom went downstairs, she made us dinner. This was dinner. And then out of nowhere, it was Saturday. And on Saturdays, I always make pancakes. Banana pancakes, or oat pancakes, regular pancakes, a little bit of everything. I like switching it around. But I'm not blind. I see that this doesn't look very tasty. But trust me, once you put a bit of butter and some pancake mix on a pan, and flip that bad boy around, it's life-changing.
Oh my lord. She's beautiful.
And then after birthing my creation, I also had a little photo shoot with my pancakes, which, in case you're following my Instagram, that's the kind of content I like. So right now it's around midday, and pancakes did end up being brunch, and we're okay with that. And so I did the dishes, I cleaned up a little bit because my mom had to go run some errands, and so I'm home alone right now. And so right now I'm gonna take some time to answer some comments that I got on YouTube and also on Instagram and some DMs. And then afterwards, I'm gonna start looking into some different master programs. It's honestly crazy how quickly my bachelor's program went because, well, first of all, it's already 3 years, so that goes a little quicker than your average bachelor's program. I went on to research different types of master's degrees that I can follow next year. I made a couple of pros and cons list, and I have 3 solid options, and I'm gonna choose from them pretty soon, I think. I think a defining characteristic of someone who's been living in the Netherlands for a long time is that you slowly develop this need to go on walks. Like, you always go on walks after a meal or something to just kickstart that digestion, because you know that cocaine won't do what? Anyways, point being is that now I can tell people, oh, I enjoy long walks in the park, and I don't mean that sarcastically. And so whenever we have family gatherings, my mom always likes making lasagna. You know, it's easy to share, easy to make in big quantities, and I'm always responsible for making the sauce. And so this is me just stirring butter and milk. And so we had the table set for the whole family that was coming over. And obviously the best way to thank my mom for a lovely dinner, well, there was only one way, really.
Me?
You see, in case my mom looks quite familiar to you, I think you might have seen her starring in a, not to brag, a quite famous Norwegian painting. Yeah, that's her. The next day, I woke up to what seemed like a chapter from the Bible. There was honestly so much rain, it started flooding a few of the houses. We were lucky that our house didn't get flooded, but still, it was wild. For breakfast, we had a pretty typical Dutch breakfast, some bread with some different types of spread and hagelslag. We also have this kokosbrood, which I love. It's basically just like a sheet of coconut. We also had some mini krentenbollen, and it's just like a sweet, soft bread with raisins, also extremely good. Anyways, back to your regular program. Afterwards, I did some work on some projects and some things for my internship, and I got that done around 3 o'clock. Alright, so if you've been on my Instagram for a while now, then you know that my mom loves scones. So we have now arrived at the end of this week. Aha! We've done it. It is a Sunday, and I got most of the things done that I wanted to get done, which I'm really happy about. And I do want to start posting more vlogs, and the only issue I have been facing is that I swear a lot, and it's hard to edit whenever I'm speaking and whenever I swear, just because I try to beep everything out, but to be honest, if you take out the object of the sentence, the adjective, and also the verb, you don't have the rest of the sentence. And so whenever I try to edit a sentence where I've been swearing, like, the only word that's left is the. And I'm not quite sure that you'll be able to decipher what I said there. And so, if you want to help me cure my swearing addiction, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Maybe like this video if you feel like it. I hope to see you guys next time. and I really hope that this outro didn't scare you away. But till then, take care. Bye, guys.